Hi everyone, this is a tutorial on how to create groups within your class so that you can assign group projects or group discussions within that course. Now, a word of warning before you get started. This does not work if you don't have any students in your class yet, or if your student lists are still in flux. You might want to wait until they're a little bit more stable to start creating these groups. If you get new students, you will have to add them to groups manually. So just make sure that if you decide to add groups and then your roster changes, that you are reflecting those changes within the groups that you create. So go ahead and find the course that you want to create the groups in. And I'm going to do it in my sandbox. Now, I do not have students enrolled, but I can show you the process. So once you are on your course homepage, you want to go over to the left where it says People. Typically, this would give you a list of all teachers and students that are enrolled, and then also as parents get connected to their students' account, you may see their names as well. But really, when you're making groups, you are focused on putting the students in those groups. So the first thing you want to do is go up to the top right-hand corner and hit plus group set. And it'll bring you to a new screen. You will give your group set a name. So maybe you are having students work together on a particular group project about the Civil War. So I would name my group set Civil War Group Project. Cool. If you want students to be able to sign up for groups themselves, like put them in their own groups, you can hit this checkbox. If you want to assign them, you don't want to click that box. Now, there is an option down here for group structure. You can have Canvas randomly split your group of students into however many groups you want. So maybe you want 5 groups within your class. Canvas will randomly assign your students to one of those 5 groups. Or you can create the groups manually. It's up to you. For this one, I'm going to create the groups manually. Once you have everything set the way you like it, hit save. Now you'll see that you have a new tab up at the bottom with the name of your group set that you just created. Awesome. And you don't have any groups created because you haven't put any students in here yet. So you need to go up to the right and hit plus group. And you give the group a name. So group 1. You can set a limit to how many members you want. If you don't want to limit that, you can just leave it blank, then hit save. Now you'll see that I have group 1 here, but I don't have any students. So normally what you would do is in this search bar, type in a student's name, and then you can actually assign them to one of the groups. You can also edit the group name, delete it over here if maybe you made too many. It's up to you. So once you have assigned all of your students to a group, you will have a list over here, and these little arrows will either expand or whatever the opposite of expand is, minimize your group members, and they will be all organized here. So when it comes to using groups, you can assign specific assignments to certain groups. And you can also create group discussions, which means maybe you have a topic that you want students to talk about in groups of 3 or 4 rather than have an entire class discussion. You can limit that discussion so that they're only talking to a few other students and they don't see all the replies of their other students in their classroom. So I hope this helps you understand how to make the groups. Remember, if you don't have students, you're not going to be able to do much. And if you do have students, but that list is changing, you will have to go back and update your list manually as you get new students. I hope this helps. As always, I'm here to help.